going on, everybody? How's everybody doing out there? Well, now I'm super excited. I've got enough track laid and finished in the back there for the Cumberland Mine Railroad elevation portion where the trains will switch out. But I'm going to do some testing, and I'm going to officially call this my first train running on the layout. Now, it's not a loop, but I am testing track. But I'm very satisfied of how this is coming out. So I'll get more track laid and go from there. But check out my first train running on the Cumberland Mine Railroad elevation portion. So I'm going to take a second look at this area here. This is the harbor area where they unload the trains down to the barges on the Muskingum River. This curve right here going into where they unload the coal, you see I don't have enough room. So it would be way up here would be the engine shed or the maintenance shed where they work on the cars and locomotives. So I don't have enough room, so I was going to put a switch here and put it there. But for visual effect, I kind of want to, I'm going to move everything back there. So I'm going to rearrange the coal mine area a little bit. So I'm going to work on this section and lay out some track here because I've got a new plan. So I've made a little bit more progress. I got this double main passing siding for the coal mine completed, switch to switch. Stops there, runs all the way around here. So all that track is laid, and I continued through the wall here. So today, what I'm going to do is a test run. So I put a 12 car coal train together. With this is DC, so I've got that switch completed there. What I did was gator clipped a power pack, made sure I had power. So I'm going to do a maiden test run through the wall and around there and see what happens. Let's give this a go. I'll go slow at first. Went through the switch on the inner track. So that's pretty good. I heard a thump there, so I have to check that joint. So once it gets through there, we'll switch the track and check the outer track. See if it goes through that switch. So I've switched the tracks and we'll see if it does the outer one. Well, engine went through smooth, so yeah, that inner track has a thump there. I'm going to have to check that rail. So far, so good. So my first train run of the coal mine. Looking sweet. Goes through that switch pretty well too. Fantastic. Maiden flight, basically. Maiden voyage of the testing the track. So I'm going to work on this area a little bit. As you can see, I've got, that section is not together. I just stuck it on there to have a little room past that switch. See my gator clips. But I've got the permanent switch in there. I bought a cheap Atlas switch here. That's a Pico number 8. It's an Atlas number 4. And right here you can see I put insulators. I'm going to run this track. Like I said, the coal mine, everything, their engine shed and all that's up here. But I'm switching it and putting it down here. So for aesthetics, I'm going to run a line here for coal car storage. And I'm going to run a line here to the engine shed. And I bought another cheap Atlas number 4. I'm going to put it there and run a line that way to where the tamper sits under the carport type thing. And I think what I'm doing is, you can see I removed the manual switch here. I'm going to actually, I might have a train going back and forth here like the old Bachman point-to-point trolleys you see, just goes back and forth. So that's why I put the insulator here. This track will be insulated here. And I'm going to have an engine running back and forth from the engine shed to up here real slow. So another little animation on the layout. So I'm actually going to super glue. I took the manual switch off and I'm going to super glue the plastic so this switch is permanently throwed to come up and stop here, and it'll never go on that track. And if I want to do something on this one, I'll put the insulators, and if I want to run something back and forth there, I can do that. And this one will be permanently isolated because I won't run that little spur at all. So in and out of the engine shed, back and forth. That's the plan. So I think I'll try and get this area totally knocked out today. I figure while the glue's drying on some of the track I'm working on, I need to figure out this radius. You can see all my crazy lines. I tried freehanding it. I tried using a PVC pipe bent in half. None of it worked out. Tried freehanding a little bit. What I ultimately ended up doing was the normal thing and making a big old compass. That way I could get it right. So I just did the old compass trick. I should have did that in the first place. And what it ended up being, this one's almost nice 28. This one's in between 24 and 28. I'm going to guess maybe it looks to be around 26. So I got a 28 and a 36, or 26, roughly. I'm happy with that. It fits in this tight space, and it's not so tight that you can see where I kept going just to get an idea. But that tight space, that's the best I can do. Fantastic. I'm super excited. That, seeing the train run finally on my layout, definitely a big milestone. It's got me excited to keep on going, keep at it. I got to get more track laid, more roadbed laid. I want to get a complete loop of the Cumberland mine. Once I get that loop done, which will still be a while to go, I've got above the steps to go and mess with that stuff. But yeah, I can start messing with the lower. I don't want to go down to the lower sections anymore beyond, some roadbed here and there to fix some things until I get a full loop running on the Cumberland mine. But as always, I've got a shout out, and this one's from Cleary Caribbean. He supports my channels very well, and he had bought me some coffees. Take a look. Fantastic. That's greatly appreciated. Now, we've been emailing back and forth, and hopefully I'll get to meet up with him this summer sometime, trackside. We'll do some rail fanning. He's been catching some shorts of some man tracks through his area. And he's got a few older videos, but go over to his channel. I'll leave a link in the description and check him out. Encourage him to make some more videos. But hopefully we can hook up and we'll do some meet and greet videos, hopefully this summer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and it's time for me to get back out there and do some more work and show you some more progress and get some more trains running. Boy, this is great. I love it. I appreciate everybody supporting me and, you know, giving me the oomph to keep on going. All right, till next time, like, share, subscribe. Don't cost nothing. Hit that button. Pappy out.